see, like usually we have a circle around me
Finally.
if I'm
So yeah, so you're right. There's like a 3-5 minute delay. So it's finally TikTok is on. It shows that it's streaming. Facebook shows that it's streaming now. YouTube shows that it's streaming now. So it should be on.
Facebook, yeah. Let me go. Okay, YouTube, yeah. Let me double check.
It told me on you. Well, it just sent me an alert on YouTube that our podcast is going live.
Y'all about to lose y'all Medicaid. Yep. I don't know.
Was it talking on there?
YouTube, but if it's say, I mean, not YouTube, TikTok.
Yeah, we're live.
We live on TikTok.
We're live on YouTube.
Yeah, we live on YouTube and Facebook. I'm not seeing a circle around my name where I'm live. Let me go to my inbox.
It shows that you're streaming. Hello, everybody. Sorry, we're just troubleshooting everything. So if you do see us, we're getting prepared to start your show. We're just trying to make sure that everything is working for y'all. So please bear with us. We will be with you guys in a few minutes.
How does it feel?
You want to get them a song while we wait?
Go ahead, and entertain the folks, Trey. Yeah, I'm testing out my camera, so this is why I'm all in y'all face today. But at least you know I'm not an ugly bitch, so you know.
Just let your soul glow, baby. Feeling oh so silky smooth. Just let it shine through now. Just let your soul glow.
Feeling oh so silky smooth. Just let your soul glow. Just niggas was just getting everything wet in the 80s. God damn.
Everything.
I know them couch. I knew a couch hated to see a nigga coming.
Oh,
everything hated to see a nigga coming.
A couch, a pillow.
Follow the drip. Follow the
we
drip.
see you, niche girl. We see you. Hey, y'all. I listening at work on YouTube. Hey, thanks for joining again. We appreciate it. One of our regulars are back. And to everybody as well, just please know that we do have this video on YouTube live. So when you go to our YouTube channel, all you do is you click on the actual YouTube link, actually, and then you just click on our lives, and everything's saved there. So it usually posts an hour later after we have already filmed the live. So we just want to let you guys know that's what we're doing. Other than that, Nikki, is everything showing on your platforms?
I'm double checking. I'm waiting on somebody to tell me about if anybody can go to TikTok live. I'm about to switch cameras really, really quick.
Okay.
Let me see.
So I'm gonna leave here. Me and don't leave a bitch backstage. I know how you do, Ike.
Well, we're already behind, just saying.
What is happening? Okay, let me see.
So we might stay just like a little later, just to let everybody know. Sorry, you guys, we just want to make sure all the lives are working. We just added TikTok live, and we added Facebook as well. So we just want to let you guys know that we added those platforms. Did it add?
He's back.
I'm back. Okay, I'm zoomed out because I'm trying to work with this camera, but I don't like it.
Yes. Meanwhile, I'll say, hey, hey, Samuel C. Say, hey guys, what's up? Love your channel. We love you back.
Is your TikTok on?
Let me check right now.
All right, we're just sorry, viewers at home. We're just waiting. We're just checking on a TikTok here. So as soon as we get that up and running, we will let you know. We're just checking on our TikTok. But
yeah, let's just go. I don't see where the circle is telling me I'm live. But if anybody sees it, they can put the comments here and we'll see it. So I already text somebody to let me know if they see that I'm live, but I can't see it from my end. I just see Facebook and YouTube. So we were good. But I'll put it on socials now.
All right, perfect. Well, we're going to start. Hey, welcome everybody. Welcome to For the People podcast. I'm your host, Vision X, and this show is for the people, by the people, to bring power back to the people. As always, we're joined by our Queen of Judges herself, Miss Nikki.
Hey, everybody. Thanks for coming back.
And we're also joined by the guy that really pretty much, he keeps all of our accounts in order, so he makes sure that you guys have access to us. I'm going to call him Mr. Access, Trey Rich.
Hey, now, y'all.
I think that'll be your new opening. We'll call you Mr. Access.
Mr. All Access.
Mr. Wow,
All Access.
Makes me feel easy.
Wow, hey.
And and I apologize to everybody. We're joining a little bit late. We just added a TikTok and we added a Facebook, and we're going to be adding some other platforms. But remember, the lives are all on YouTube. So if you aren't able to join, usually the lives will post later in the day. So we just want to let you guys know. But we're going to jump right into our first video. I thought this video is something that we definitely need to talk about. One thing I like is when you have real white allies that really speak up about things. And when you see it coming from a white person and another white person complains about it, it's hilarious to me. So I want us to take a look at this and see what you guys think.
Stop blaming everything on the whites. My dude, when you saw my video, you understood that I'm a white, right? You understood that? I have never on any of my videos blamed all Mayo Americans for everything. But I do like to give credit where credit is due. Here is a load of the billionaires in America. Do you notice anything kind of similar about their looks? In that video, I was talking about the rich people that are holding back everybody else. These are the rich people that I was talking about. Do most of them happen to be the color of skeet? Yeah. But do you know why that we do not have a universal healthcare system in the United States of America? Do you want to know? It's racism. FDR was going to implement the first healthcare system in this country that was paid for by taxes. What stopped it, you might ask? Well, I'll tell you. Believe it or not, there were some people, I'm not going to say what color they were, that did not want everybody to have equal access to free healthcare. You see, they thought that certain people who recently came out of slavery were kind of poor, and if they had to pay for their health care, then maybe they would die off at a fast rate, and we wouldn't have them around so much anymore. Okay, but what about the Saltine Americans? Shouldn't they still get health care? Well, if they're not rich enough to be able to afford insurance, they can go too, I guess. Then along comes the Harry Truman presidency, and he wants to initiate a healthcare system as part of his Fair Deal initiative, and he wants to have a single-payer system, which is basically government-funded healthcare. But there again, Southern segregationists did not want that to happen because there were not a lot of hospitals and doctors, so they would have to integrate both black people and white people in these hospitals, and they could not have that. Wilbur Cohen, a key policy advisor involved in later healthcare reforms, recalled that Southern politicians believed that improved healthcare for black Americans would upset the racial balance by allowing them to live longer and healthier lives. Does this sound familiar? So is it okay if I blame that one on the whites? Just wondering. If you go back and rewatch that video, I'm not blaming all white people for these problems. I'm blaming the ones that did cause the problems. During the times of slavery, there were plenty of white abolitionists that were trying to fight against it. During segregation, there were a lot of white people pushing for integration. There were a lot of white people who were marching for the 1964 Civil Rights Act. You know, the thing that largely caused the party switch where a bunch of the Dixiecrats decided to join the Republican Party. And that's why the southern states used to be blue, but now they're red. You see, my dude, I don't think all white people are racist. And the fact that you thought that I was saying that pretty much shows me where you stand on these issues. But the next time that you have a very large hospital bill, I want you to keep in mind, this was because of white supremacy. And if you ever wonder to yourself why this country is so terribly divided, it's because of white supremacy. It's because these people could not stand to see a black family move into their White House. This is what started Trump's birther movement and gave people permission to just be as outwardly racist as you want to be. All those racist people that kind of kept that shit to themselves for the most part now felt very emboldened. And today you can identify most of these people by their red hats and their disregard for most other people in this country, or by their special gesture that tells us exactly who they are. But if I have anything to say about it, they're only going to be feeling this emboldened for so long. During World War II, my grandfather earned a Purple Heart fighting against this sort of thing. Now I guess it's my turn. Then stop.
All right, so I wanted us to discuss this because he spoke about a lot of things. It's not just what he's talking about in terms of like healthcare, but the HOA, racism, GI Bill, racism, SNAP, that wasn't meant for white folks, or racism. Freed the slaves. Now, everybody always talk about Lincoln freed the slaves. There's a lot of controversy behind Lincoln because, one, they already said that he's one of those white passing, and they said that his family, yes, they said his family history, and we get a lot of Black people, when they start lightening up the race or lightening up their family, they end up becoming some of the most racist families. We're gonna talk about that on a future episode. But he actually didn't free the slaves. The slaves, y'all forgetting, they migrated when all that stuff was going on. They migrated from the south to the north. There were so many that left that there was nobody to really work the plantations. And they was like, well, we need to go ahead and reenact laws to send them back. And he was like, well, that's unpopular with the North because these people are already working in factories and et cetera. So it wouldn't make sense to do that. That's another thing. School systems, everybody keep forgetting private school and why our school systems are so bad. Racism, subprime lending, racism, everything you can pretty much freaking talk about in the United States, racism. And the other thing that gets me, he talked about Obama. I remember when I had a manager, this was way back in the day when I was working for retail, way back in the day. And I had a manager, his name was Lasanu. Now, he was a Black guy and he had got promoted and they said, oh, he's going to be the new store manager. So as he was becoming a new store manager, the man has not even set foot on the soil of Kansas. He's still over in Chicago. When I tell you them white folks, I heard every N-word, monkey, blackie. They said they're going to be fired. They were upset that he was coming there. They thought they were going to be terminated. He's going to get revenge out on them. And I said, y'all haven't even met the goddamn man yet. I said, how did y'all figure out that this man is after y'all or he's going to fire y'all? And the problem was a lot of the white folks that we were working with were huge problems at this department store. So they were huge problems. They always came in late, cussing out customers, attitudes, leave when they want, eating and not paying for things. It was always something with them. And so everybody kind of knew what was going on. And the previous manager, her lazy ass, she was going to do nothing. She was a typical white girl. She didn't want to, she just didn't want to do anything. So when things actually hit the fan, she just like turned a blind eye because she knew she was leaving the store anyway. So it didn't make her a bigger difference for her to stay there. So when he got there, I've never seen so much racial tension before. And I'm just like, you guys, it's the same process. Go grab a goddamn cart, help the customers. If you're in HBA or whatever, go ahead and help them with, pharmaceuticals. I said, what's the problem? I mean, let's do. And I think something triggers with white folks when they see a Black leader, and it's so ridiculous. What do y'all think of this?
I mean, yeah, you said it all. Everything white people are going through right now is because everything is about racism. I talked to this new Cardinal Appeals is out now, so I do discuss that, where we're talking about, again, like I said last time, racism is expensive and white people can't afford the price. Y'all literally priced yourselves out of society. You priced yourselves out of a home. You priced yourselves out of insurance. You priced yourselves out of everything good, of affordability. You priced yourself out of affordability because you didn't want niggas to have shit. Because before POCs started coming, you didn't want niggas to have shit. Hence, y'all creating a whole system of fucking oppression because you didn't want niggas to have shit. Now, don't nobody have shit. How's that working out for you? You didn't want niggas to get shit. Now nobody ain't got shit. So now how is it working out? And the thing is, white people made everything about racism. The moment you created a system of oppression, you made everything in this country about race. You thrive off of everything being about race. The only thing you don't like is when we bring it to your attention that you made everything about race. That's what y'all don't fucking like. You don't like us holding up the mirror and be like, okay, well, you always say everything is about race. Y'all made it that way. We didn't.
Literally.
You literally made it about race when you enslaved us. You literally made it about race when you created white supremacy and white privilege. You make everything in this country about race. You motherfuckers can't afford to eat because you didn't want niggas to eat. Y'all love to talk about the EBT card. Oh, you can't buy chips. You can't buy food. You can't buy this. Oh, guess y'all won't eat crab legs. First of all, bitch, white people are the majority of the recipients on that. Why do you care? The people that's not on assistance and y'all give so much of a fuck about people that are, Your beef is with the government. Your beef is with the government saying that if you make more than minimum wage, you don't qualify for assistance. Your
Right.
beef ain't with the poor people. Your
Right.
fucking beef is with the government because they take your gross salary. They don't give a fuck about how much you paying for insurance at your job, even if it's just you. God forbid it's a spouse and your child. They're not thinking about your 401k or any other miscellaneous dental, vision, all that shit. They don't factor in your car insurance, your groceries, other expenses, none of that. All they
Right.
see is you make over minimum wage, you can afford to feed yourself.
Mm-hmm.
That's all they see.
Yep.
So, again, if the majority of white people are on this shit, that means the majority of you white motherfuckers are poor.
Mm-hmm.
And they sitting there again, Bud Light and fucking baloney. We saw that video. Vision played a video a couple of weeks ago, where that white lady was crashing out in the grocery store because she couldn't buy fucking junk food with her EBT. But ain't y'all the same bitches that want us to eat whole foods? You don't want us to
Right.
buy. You don't want people to buy chips and shit. Why are you concerned with what the fuck somebody is buying with their car? Because if you had EBT, you wouldn't want nobody in your fucking business. You
Exactly.
lame motherfuckers that's complaining about it wouldn't want nobody telling you what to eat with your food. When Michelle Obama was trying to get you motherfuckers healthy, the fact that it was a black woman telling y'all to eat healthy, well, we have the right to eat chips and be 655 pounds. That's our fucking God-given right as Americans to be fucking obese.
Mm-hmm. My 600-pound life.
My 600-pound life.
Mm-hmm.
But when a black woman try to tell you to eat healthy, then it's a motherfucking problem. Then it's a problem. But now
So
you worried about somebody, oh, I guess you niggers can't have crab legs and shit. You just mad because you can't season them motherfuckers. That's what your problem is. No wonder you want everybody to eat every goddamn thing healthy because you bitches don't know how to use no goddamn herbs and spices. That's why you want everybody to just be able to buy tomatoes and shit. The same unseasoned ass shit y'all be fucking eating. You niggas boil chicken. You can't fucking talk to me. I ain't taking no advice from a bitch that's boiling some motherfucking chicken. You crackers make chicken and it look whiter than y'all. I know it's white meat, but how the fuck do you get it ghost?
And that's just one of those things. What was you about to say, Trey?
Just imagine being a white person. Like, you've done all your entire existence has been based on oppressing a race, and you fail at it. Like,
Yeah.
what? Like, you've done all of these things to a race that is still thriving. How do you feel about yourself as a white person? Like, what is that like?
We're a 600-year head start. Everybody keeps saying 500 years. I'm like, we're
technically
400 years. I said 600 years. I said, y'all getting 15, 1492, whatever you want to call it. That's a long ass time ago. I said, when I see somebody, especially white, who's homeless, whatever, I just look down on them because I'm like, there is no damn way that you should be homeless right now.
As a white person? Right.
As a white person, I'm sorry. My empathy and sympathy for that is just gone.
You didn't white correctly.
Because
you ain't whiting right.
Yeah, I've seen so many people who were with no degree, no experience, never worked in the field before, who literally are technically getting jobs over people that's been working there for so long. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so that when I look at that, I'm just not understanding. I said, well, how are you able to do that and surpass somebody? And you don't even have the experience to be a manager. You know what I mean? You have people that's been working here for 15, 20 years respectively, and you're sitting here over them, and they make a manager and training program, or they make a different program for you. And I said, I just think that's bullshit. That's just my personal opinion. I want to read some of the comments because I want to move on to another segment. And everybody, thank you for joining. I'm gonna try to get through the comments as fast as possible. Samuel C says, your take on that African lady holding that sister in her place against her will over $50 was embarrassing. I hope she gets at least 10 years in the joint. Niece girl says, we're healthier than them though we bathe, which we do. Chris Hall says, the male militia always try to fuck someone else over because of their mediocrity. Samuel C. also says, we grow our herbal plants, eat plant-based foods, and exercise, and we live longer than them. and we age better than them. Well, that's a fact. Philip Farben says it's the Western version of apartheid. 007 Mo Money. First time watching a live show. Hey, thank you for watching. We appreciate you. Please come back again. Tony the Tiger. Good evening, guys. Good evening as well. Philip, you can't be racist unless you have the power to enact racism. And no other race has the ability other than white people in the United States. That is true. Now, we might be prejudiced on certain things, but we can't be racist. And I tell people that all the time. Racism means that we will have to literally tear y'all guys' ass up for 500 years. We will have to feed your baby to alligators. We will have to take your land. We will have to hang you. We will have to drag your pregnant women out, hang them upside down like you did black women, cut their belly open, stomp on the children. We will have to do segregation. We'll have to do Jim Crow. I mean, white folks don't really understand. I don't think they really process what racism really is until it really happens. So I want white folks out there got to stop using racism. For y'all to experience racism, we need to do 500 plus years of oppression on your ass, nonstop, 7 days a week, to where you understand what oppression really is. So it might be prejudice, but not racism. So know your definitions.
Yes. And then we would have to burn down all the sundown towns.
That is too. Do that as well. Samuel C says Bud Light and bologna. Niece girl, they know the government would light them up if they actually tried to come after the Orange Crew. So they just keep bothering us. That is true. Chris Hall, didn't y'all see white women mad at Michelle Obama over her talking about black hair in the workplace? They crashed out over everything. What you about to say?
Court of No Appeals. That's what I talk about today. So it's on YouTube. The episode is on YouTube now. So I do discuss Megyn Kelly and her take on Michelle Obama.
All right, perfect. So make sure we're gonna do a shout out for Court of No Appeals at the end of the show as well. So make sure you watch it. That's one of my favorite shows that Nikki does by far. Philip Harmon says racism can be defined as individual and group prejudices and an act of discrimination that result in material and cultural advantages conferred on a majority or a dominant social group. Okay, come on with the education and stuff. I like that. Seven more money. I remember them white folks nagging over Michelle Obama wants schools to serve healthy lunches. It's just Travis, not you ain't whiting right. Samuel C. I agree. I have no sympathy for a white or a person of non-black who's homeless. I have a lot of white friends. I have white people in my family. I have cousins that's so white that they don't even associate with us. I mean, they just took on the full-blown prejudice. They really did. And they got so light. Even my Latin cousins, they're like that. Me no black, me Puerto Rican, me. I'm like, okay, take your Puerto Rican.
They transitioned.
No, go over there somewhere. Just remember when the white folks change on your ass, don't bring your ass back over here. Hashtag keep your ass right back over there because you ain't a part of this family anymore since you want to be white or you want to be Puerto Rican and not black. So just remember that, family members. And Niece Girl says, like Paul Mooney said, what a waste of white skin about homeless white folks. So I want to talk about this now. There were some videos that has been becoming popular on social media about just people getting in white folks' ass lately. So I want us to take a look at these videos because I thought they were pretty spot on. And I want to see what the audience thinks as well and what you guys think as well. So let's take a look at the first one.
What's up, brother?
What's going on?
What's up with you?
Watch out, man. What y'all on with me? I don't know what they on with me, bro. I got cameras. Y'all tweaking. You got the right
What is happening? That looks crazy.
Y'all got the right to what? I got cameras.
Somebody says ICE is racially profiling people regardless if you're an immigrant or are born in the United States. If you are Hispanic, brown, you are not safe. Somebody else said we have a similar footage from Germany, but it's in black and white. That was a good one. I'm gonna like that. Another person says F ICE, F MAGA, and one other person says opening with "What's up, brother?" while attempting to kidnap someone.
Right.
Zero
That's
justification.
crazy.
Crazy work. And no brother of mine. And then this is another video.
Come in here like that. This is my store. You hear me? You don't get to scare my people while they eat. No, you're just cowards. Preying on families, on workers. Don't worry about what your wife's doing, cabrones. Get out of my... No. You don't come in here like that. This is my store. That's right. You hear me?
And somebody said, thank you for standing up to fascism. Another person says, I want to buy food from this woman. Another person said, well done, mom. And another one says, great, strong woman. And one last video before we start the conversation.
Pay me and then you can talk to us all kind of way you want to, bro. The fuck? No, you cannot.
Back to your damn country if you want to act like that.
Back to the... You just told me to go back to my country?
I didn't say that.
Bitch, I saw your fucking EBT card in there. Guess who paid for that motherfucking shit? I did. Bitch, you know...
Wear her out.
Not June time, baby.
God, bro, you got me fucked up, bro. I pay taxes for your fucking food.
Yeah, bitches like to eat and my kids like to...
I pay taxes for your fucking food, and you told me to go back to my country? Your fucking lazy, big-ass bitch. The fuck look like a fucking upside-down bowling pin looking ass. You look like a fucking suburban, okay? Fucking
come on, June
ass. Get the fuck out of here. And come in here and pay me, and then you can talk to us all kind of way you want to, bro.
So I want to read some of the comments. Somebody said, reward him with something because he gave her an economic lesson for free.
Quick.
Another person says, upside down bowling pin, LOL, off the top, that's what he saw. Right. And another person says, oh, y'all ain't know that the Asians be right the fuck with the shits, LOL. The ones that grew up in the South will clean cuss you the fuck out. So what do y'all think of this? Because I think people are fed up. I think people are fed up with it because for that last video, and that one is like popular. It's like everybody's sharing it. The thing that gets me about that video is that the audacity for this white woman, and I wish she would have showed her ass, to come into the store with an EBT card. She's not working, but Black and Asians and all of us that's sitting here contributing to the economy, contributing to the local taxes so you can get your EBT card is nasty work. I don't like white folks, y'all, something, I hate to say it, something's wrong with you. Yeah, something has to be wrong with you because 1 + 1 is 2, not 11. You have to understand we pay our taxes so you can sit on your ass and talk shit against us so you can use your SNAP card to call other people who are immigrants or whatever lazy. What do you guys think of these videos?
Okay, first of all, let's start with the first video. Come here, brother. The bitch was on some Hulk Hogan shit. Come here, fucking ass. Say, hey, brother.
Hey,
I'm
brother.
gonna fucking kidnap you and take you to Alligator Alcatraz, brother. Fuck out of here. Then the second lady. Okay, shout out to her. For getting them together. Now let's go back to this third video. You know how mad you gotta make an Asian with a nigga gotta come out? like you made a fucking Asian so mad. You made Juntao so motherfucking mad the nigga jumped out. He fucking forgot he was Asian and it was an amalgamation of every nigga he ever been around came up in his goddamn soul because a white bitch pissed him off. I wanted to see her, but I already know the bitch was built like a motherfucking brick. Not a brick house, but a goddamn brick. I already know the bitch who had a Tasmanian devil shaped ass body. Fuck that. You can already tell just by the sound of her goddamn voice what the fuck she was built like. They always want to tell somebody to go back to their country. Bitch, you first. When a cracker tell you to go back to your country, you first, whitey. Cause you ain't from this motherfucker. So I'll go back when you go to fuck back. Yeah, they goddamn it. Now, I mean, shout out to him for standing up, but still, is fuck y'all, cause you know a good percentage y'all. Now, I ain't saying all Asians is bad, cause it's some out there that that's down. It's some, but not enough, bitch. We ain't forget.
Listen,
we ain't forget. You know he I'll give him his 10s for cussing the bitch out. But don't act like, you know what I'm saying, it's smooth sailing in this motherfucker. Like that, see, that's the problem. We see one that get it right for a minute, and now we gotta lump all you motherfuckers in. Nah, that one right there, he's all right. He ain't come to the cookout all right, but the bitch is all right. You know, you did the right thing in that moment, but you can't come get a plate. See, that's the problem. The minute a motherfucker, oh, he on our side, no bitch. He was defending himself. At the end of the day, he wasn't defending niggas. He was defending
Exactly.
himself.
He was definitely defending
He
himself.
just went about it a niggerish way. Like that's it. He wasn't defending niggas, but he went about defending himself in a very niggerish way.
And I want to read some of the comments. So Niche Girl says, like Palmer. Oh, I already said that one. Sorry about that. Samuel C says, Queen Nikki, your glow in the light and your curvy body is beautiful and you super fine.
Come on, Nikki.
And somebody said, Philip said, "Oh." And then Samuel C also says, only non-Black people I'll help is my Asian auntie and my Malaysian cousins. Oh, wait, come on with the Asians. Yes, God. Travel jet setter minding. Hey, y'all, I'm dealing with a bad case of food poisoning at the moment. We're sorry about that, and we hope you feel better.
Oh.
Samuel C was laughing about something. Philip Farm says the Asian kid is invited to the cookout, so he's inviting them.
No.
No. Just because you do things, it's not happening. Travel Jet Setter says the Asian guy you're showing, his name is Adrian. Y'all, he's voted for up. Y'all, I used to follow him. He had a lot to say out of Americans being lazy.
Maybe said Trump. Maybe voted for Trump. Is that what they meant to type?
I don't know. Well, Travel, just type that again, please. Chris Hall. Juntao was giving her the Bruce Lee special. Travel Jet Setter says voted for Trump. Oh, yeah, he said voted for Trump. Samuel C. Upside down bowling ball. Well, you know, that's how it is. That's why a lot of these Asians, when they ass is getting picked up down here in the fashion district and the financial districts, I act like an old white lady. I put my glasses on. I run to my car. I lock my doors. I'm like, me don't know them. Me don't know. I'm not putting myself out there for people like that no more that don't care about us. Black people have done enough since the founding of this country. We have been disrespected so many times and we're tired. I mean, literally. And every time we fought for people's rights, it's like people don't realize we fought for their rights until some shit hits the fan. Mm-hmm. Something should not have to hit the fan for you to understand what Black people done for you. Now you're starting to see people say, oh, well, you know, we see Black people did this for us and we see that. And you're starting to see, and I played a few of these videos. We've seen Asians talk about it. We've seen Latins talk about it. We've seen whites talk about it. If it wasn't for Black people, for the Voting Rights Act and the Immigration Reform Act and, the Civil Rights Act and et cetera, you guys wouldn't have all these rights. But I think it's a little too late. Now you have to suffer the consequences of your actions for 4 years and maybe longer, because I'm telling everybody this right now. And I want you guys to pin mark this video. That man is not leaving the White House. Y'all seen what happened when what happened that first time. He ain't leaving it this time. I'm gonna tell you I'm gonna tell you he has a plan in place, and I'm telling you some shit gonna hit the fan. This is a white narcissist man who has never had to work a day in his life, who's always been given everything he's wanted, who's always been able to say whatever he wants, who's been able to sexual assault women and children and get away with it. You're talking about a guy that's been doing this, and even right now, he's able to say and do whatever he wants. Defy the courts, tell Congress he's not going to do something. People are being assassinated. I'm telling you, y'all mark my words, he's not leaving the White House right now. I'm going to tell you that right now. Watch when 2028 happens. Somebody else said, Philip says, you can bring the egg rolls. Travel says the Asian dude voted for Trump. Okay. 00 more money. Those were some fake ass ICE agents for sure. Philip Farber says, I bet the lady was big and her breathing sounded like a diesel engine in your ear at night. Samuel C. Facts, Nikki. We never forget cookout. Plate denied. All right. Chris Hall. These Southeast Asians here in the South be quick to cut somebody out. Miss Lady 5650. Welcome to the conversation. I think the miss that Black people did is get complacent after the Civil Rights era. We took our knee off their neck. That is true. Samuel C. also says cookout permanently denied. And Samuel also says, I'm from LA as well. Windsor Hills. Oh, that's just down the street. Come on, Windsor Hills. Well, let us know which area you stay in now and how do you like it. I'm going to go into the next videos. I want to start talking about some of the coon-tastic stuff that goes on. We got to get some Black people together. We got to get us together sometime. And I want us to do that. And then in addition to that, before I start the video, there was an update regarding that salon issue that happened. So those 3 women that held that woman by her hair, I think they've been charged. It was on the news. They've been charged. They've been arrested. I don't know what is happening after that. Of course, it's going to be a court case or something. That's what always happens. But it's good to know that they've been charged. And so this goes out to Black people. And I'm not trying to be division amongst Black people, but a lot of Africans don't fuck with us. A lot of Nigerians don't fuck with us. A lot of Somalians, especially Somalians, I've had so many issues with them. You don't fuck with me, I don't fuck with you. Keep it moving, I keep it moving this way. White folks getting your ass, do not bring your ass over to me because you're not protection here. You're just not. I'm not dealing with the fake allyship or the fake, oh, we're all Black, we're all part of this, only when it's convenient for you, or only when you're being targeted, or only when the white folks are doing something to you. At the end of the day, I'm just not dealing with it anymore. I'm sorry, my empathy and sympathy has run out for people. And I hate to be that way because, Trey, you know I'm a very good person. I like helping people. I like doing things for people, but it's just run out. And I hate to say it that way. It's just the way it is. So I want to show these 2 videos. And then everybody, our viewers, our comment section, please let us know what you think. Ask questions as well. Let's take a look at the first one.
Internet, and I even posted that Joel Santana said on a podcast, kids need to learn how to start businesses. They don't need to learn how to read. And as a practice, I generally try to look for the video. Here it is.
I start teaching our kids though just financial wealth and literacy and all that.
I just want to stop it real quick right here and say, if you mispronounce the word literacy and while making this argument, it hurts your credibility. That claim that reading is not as important as businesses is severely damaged if you can't say literacy correctly while making that claim.
That shit early, because by the time they get to 9th grade, they should be just learning how to start businesses and how to. But they don't really need to know how to read.
Wait, stop. Wait.
I ain't gonna say that. I say that respectfully. I'm not saying that in a way to be illiterate, because you're not supposed to be illiterate, but you can.
Nigga, you are.
Reading or math.
Told you. Math. I think you could listen to a book on YouTube. You can still obtain the information. And you don't have to know how to read. That's not a reading and understanding. I believe common sense is better than everything. I'm a common sense nigga.
I want to say, I think all 3 are important. Reading comprehension, math, science, they're all important. If you can't read and comprehend, how you gonna understand the business? Contracts. I mean, yeah, you can listen, but I think you should know how to read. You should be literate and financially literate. Literacy is important in all ways, but what's more important is access to podcast mics. We got to figure out a way to ration them out, gatekeep them, give you a test. You know, you get a food handler's permit to work at Burger King. You need a podcast mic handler's permit. You got to go through a course, training, some modules. Where are the modules? It's also on the internet, and I even posted that Joel Santana said.
All right. So I have a few things to say to this. One thing is, you know, I tell people, why are you listening to celebrities? I keep telling everybody, clear example, and I stated this before. We have ICE going on right now. Let's keep it strictly 100. ICE out here dragging Latins out of cars, Latins, Hispanic. I'm just going to say Spanish speaking. Dragging them out of cars, kidnapping children. There's been a few women that's been sexually assaulted by ICE agents and police officers. All this stuff going on. Have you heard Jennifer Lopez open her big ass mouth? No, she could open her mouth to sing those off-key notes though. You ain't heard her say a goddamn thing about ICE. Have you heard Bad Bunny? His ass about to get his bony ass on the Super Bowl stage and dance. Have you heard him say anything about anything? No. Have you heard any Asians? All those people from Crazy Rich Asians, Lucy Liu, all these. Have you heard any of them say anything what's going on in the Asian community with ICE? No. Y'all gotta stop listening to celebrities. Celebrities are not doing anything for us at all. They don't help us with anything. A lot of them are not donating. A lot of them are not out here. Like when you see Kendrick Lamar, he will come out here. He will give something to the local community. He will show up and show that he's actually want to be a part of making the community better. He will do that. You have a lot of people that's not doing that. You know, so I tell people, y'all got to stop listening to celebrities, especially that dumbass that was sitting on the couch. I mean, like, first, I would never listen to a rapper, for one. If it wasn't for rapping, they would either still be selling drugs, or they'll be in jail, or they'll be dead. Period. Same with 50 Cent, all of them rappers. If without that, they wouldn't be nowhere. And now you're starting to see how they recently, like with Nelly and Snoop Dogg, the whole thing with Trump and stuff. I said, these fuckers forget they used to be running from cops and running from white folks and stuff like that. Now all of a sudden these white folks are nice because you're making all this money. That's why I say letting celebrities be your heroes. What do you think?
They assimilate quick. They get a taste. They get a taste of what it feels like to have access, and suddenly, oh, these people are okay. The same people that have been doing the bullshit, they're now comfortable sitting with because they have the money to do the same shit. That's all it is.
They get the bag and they get amnesia.
Exactly. Oh, what do you mean? I'm not suffering. Quick. I didn't suffer. I was
when Lil Wayne, ever since Lil Wayne made that motherfucking comment that racism don't exist no more because a white cop saved his life, or because he's rich now and he doesn't see racism. Ever since he said that, he got 3 dreads left. Ever since he said that bitch got three dreads left, and they hanging by a motherfucking thread, bitch. They are hanging on for motherfucking life. Let's get to the video. First of all, it's Jules Santana. We can stop right the fuck there. We could have stopped there. This nigga allowed himself to say they should be teaching them to start businesses, not to read. How the fuck are you going to start the business if you can't read, nigga? How the fuck are you going to know if these crackers are taking you for every goddamn dime you got because you can't read the fucking contract? Because you can't understand debits and motherfucking credits? Because you don't know what the fuck is going in. You just basically said kids should sign up to be slaves again. Because that's all the fuck you doing. I'm going to do the work, but I can't read the contract. I can't read an invoice. How the fuck can you run a business if you can't read, nigga? And then you couldn't even say literacy. I know good and goddamn well you can't spell that shit. I know a functional illiterate when I motherfucking see one, bitch. And you're one. You're a functional fucking illiterate. This nigga really said they should teach you to start businesses, but not to nigga, what? Nigga, who? What the fuck is you? See, you know what? This is the part. This is some Charles Dickens shit. It was the best of nigga times. It was the worst of nigga times. And this was the motherfucking worst. I'm telling you right now, podcast equipment, COVID, you raggedy bitch. Because it's your motherfucking fault. You raggedy asshole. It is your fucking fault. That red pill, it is your fucking fault, bitch. Start taxing this pod, not for us. Wait till we get all our shit, okay? Wait till we, Amazon, whoever, wait till we get our shit. Once we get all our shit, you can tax these niggas. But start a plan. Because I bet you if all these podcasts was talking about black unification, podcast mics cost $1 million, bitch.
Yeah, right.
If that was the case, if we was up here talking just every fucking black podcast was about black shit and fuck all white people and all that other type of stuff, they would get this shit together. You see how they doing, how the fuck they doing us, and we ain't even got big yet, because we got them motherfuckers shook, and we our size. Imagine what you motherfuckers gonna do when we get big, because we will be big. And you know,
and I want to. And that's why I say I want to thank, because a lot of our viewers that's in the chat section, y'all been very consistent. Y'all been very consistent, and we thank y'all because we're trying to produce it, and we said that the show is for you guys. This is also for us to talk about things because I want us to start helping out our community. I want our local mom and pop restaurants to get a lot of help. I want people to know where they can go to for help if it's needed, especially for the black community, because we need to know where we're safe at. Like if there's a hotel, black hotel to go to, support them. Make sure that, hey, and it's not just support, because there are some companies, and we talked about this before. I got in their ass before, and I actually had some messages from some of those restaurants, but the attitudes, I don't care. The attitudes, I'm not dealing with that shit no more. I'm just not dealing with it. I'm not dealing with the smacking her lips and she rolling her eyes, and I ain't got time for that. Y'all could go bankrupt for all I care, if that's what you're gonna do. It's just I'm not dealing with the attitude no more. That's just not cute. We are in 2025 right now. This is not, ghetto Chiquita's Chicken Shack or whatever. We're just not doing that no more. We need to have more class. We need to be a little more Black professional, I would say. So that's just one of those things that I'm talking about there. So, I want the show for you guys. So also, if you guys have, idea that you're working on, or you have a product or a service or whatever, let us know. We'll go ahead and give you a shout out. Make sure to send it to ftppodcastshow@gmail.com. We will go ahead and we will make sure to, put it out here for you. So that way people can see it. Hopefully it's something that they can buy, like, Easy Desk Online or whatever. But I just want to let you guys know that. Before we go to the next video, I'm going to read some of the comments. There was quite a few. I think I might have lost the space. Oh, there it is right there. Truth Hurts says, hey, y'all. Hey, Truth Hurts. Hey, welcome back. Simon C. grew up here for 30 plus years, born and raised in LA. Samuel C. as someone who's American, born Nigerian, I don't even F with Nigerians and other groups. See, now what did that tell you? Samuel C. I agree. Nishi girl, how can you run a business without reading and math? Slopmouth needs to go back to kindergarten.
Slopmouth is,
it's not just that. That's how, and I think you guys need to watch this, the documentary of Lisa and Colt Jam. It's on Netflix. They just put it out. But I watched that, and I watched the TLC documentary, and every time they didn't read the contract, they didn't understand the words of the contract, they didn't understand who was paying for what, who was taking out what, who was accounting supposed to pay for. It was always something. And this is why you got people like Joel Santana looking stupid on the couch. I mean, like, you got to stop letting celebrities be your hero or your children's hero. I said celebrities is just not it. You can see what's going on with ICE. I ain't even heard George. I don't think I really heard George Lopez open his mouth. He's quick to open his mouth about shit. He might have said one thing and then that was it. So, that's why I said stop letting these celebrities, be your heroes. Truth Hurt says we can teach both, and he didn't need to shame that man for being inarticulate. We do need a better education path, and I'm tired of seeing Black people shame other Black people. Well, we understand that, Truth, but sometimes you got some Black people that just need to shut the fuck up, and that would be and I hate to be that way, but some like this guy is literally trying to sound intelligent, and he's talking about people don't need education. You know what I mean? And when I'm seeing somebody who's not even pronouncing the words correctly, and who's a rapper or a celebrity at that, it just I cringe, because I'm just like, absolutely not. I mean, like, you're not a doctor, you're not an attorney, you're not an architect, you don't contribute to society. All you do is shake your ass on stage and grab your nuts. That ain't doing nothing for nobody, but you know what I mean? So that's just my take on it. But I do understand your comment as well, because I do see videos where there are Black people, where some Black people didn't kind of know about things. Like, I remember we watched the one where the guy washed the chicken, but he washed it with dish soap. And the girl, and she cussed him out. She really cussed him out. And he didn't really know, because he doesn't cook. Right. And that was a teachable moment that she should have taught him, but she kind of called him out of his name. And I didn't think that was appropriate. I think she took it too far. But, I do see it in terms of that. But you're talking about a celebrity who's allegedly around multi-million-dollar people, and, he's around advisors and stuff. Somebody should have advised him to shut his ass up. That's my personal opinion. That's how I see it. Samuel C. says, Jules made no sense. That's why I don't listen to these goofy-ass celebrities. Philip Barber says, Malcolm X spoke on this extensively. He sure did. Truth is, celebrities are not role models. No matter how many times we say it, hell, y'all know the rest. That's true. Samuel C. Charles Barkley said, I am not a role model. When he laughed. Philip Barber, Brother Malcolm was actually against the idea of Black community following sports figures, entertainers, singers, things of that nature, and elevating them to a position of leader in the community. And we see why. First, these podcasts are out of control, but at least a lot of Black folks can earn money without working themselves to the bone. two double-edged sword. That is true. I will agree with that. Truth hurts. 100% on some people need to shut the F up. Miss Lady 5650. The only people who can't read and make money is a drug dealer. HHCF. I agree. Someone should have advised him to shut up as well. Samuel C. Now I see why Cameron stopped rocking with Jules and Kimbella broke up with him. Travel jet setter. But Pebbles knew what she was doing too, and her husband L.A. Reid with Tony Braxton. I just talked about TLC. I just talked. I said people know what they doing to people, and that's why I said
they really do.
It'd be some janky shit. It'd be some janky shit, but I do agree that people need to understand the language of what they're signing, or understand the contracts. That's something that's really important. Mr. Phone Posit, I hope I said that correctly. I try my best to make it to these when they go live. Well, thank you for joining. Nikki, we're going to do probably 2 more segments of video, and then we will be done for today. I'm sorry. Our Monday through Thursdays are very short. The only show that is 2 hours long is our Wednesdays and Sundays. And just to let you guys know, Monday and Thursdays, it always starts at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, unless they decide they want to extend it on those days. It's 1 hour. That's up to them. And then on Sundays, it'll be from 10 a.m. starting, and I think that's 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So just to let you guys know about that as well. So we want to talk about, what's going on with the economy right now. Actually, you know what? Let's move over to a little bit. The whole thing going on with Kandi Burruss right now, and so somebody posted some information regarding this. So I want us to take a look at this, see what the people think about it. I know we're going to have a lot of discussion about that, and let's take a look.
That's not even part of the conversation.
No, but it is to me, because even in divorce, I don't think it's right when men be trying to take half of the women. I don't think it's cool. Like, I feel like a man should always be a man and be able to handle his own.
So if you gained your money while the man was with you and he nurtured you, he helped you, gave you ideas, he was a part of that, that progression, you don't think he should get anything? You did it all.
What is he? Nobody said she did it all.
Should do that. Let's work on this. Like he's setting you up. He's organizing you. He's getting your shit right.
You said like a Wendy Williams situation.
Oh, I don't really know that thing, but I'm just saying that he helps you blow up.
I'm saying because he was like her manager, right?
No, I'm just saying someone who like really influences, who's really there. So now you blew up. You wasn't blown up. Now you blew up.
Okay, I like how Steve Harvey say he is now with his wife. But the money I had when I came in this thing,
But nobody's talking about. That's not even part of the conversation.
No, but it is to me, because what I'm saying is, when you and I got together in marriage,
right,
and we made more businesses, we made more, there were more things happening.
Right.
To me, the money that was made after marriage, that's a different conversation, because we both contributed, whatever.
Right.
That's not even part of the conversation. No.
So, so this is what I have to say about this. We stay in 2025. 2025 is a very different time from when my aunts grew up and when my grandma grew up, and great grandma. Back then, it was a little bit different. The laws were different. Most women couldn't even own their own house. I think women just started approval for access to credit cards in 1985. That's not that long ago. The men own pretty much the purse. So if he comes home and beats you and you decide you want to leave, the court will side with him as the man and you will be destitute. And that used to happen to a lot of women back then. My grandma used to tell me stories of this all the time. We're seeing a time now where a lot of people, especially like in LA, don't want to work. They don't want to work. They don't want to cook. They don't want to clean. They don't want to do any of those things. Okay. I have a friend right now. He's been married to this girl for probably 4 years. When I tell you, she don't cook, she don't clean.
Well, how does
she don't fold anything. She don't wash her ass very well. She don't do anything. And I said, well, why did you marry her? Oh, she's pretty. She's pretty. But she got a fat ass and fat titties and all this stuff. And I said, yeah.
But it's stank.
But she has no other qualities. She has absolutely no other qualities. So I said, pretty much, you married a glorified prostitute, to be honest about it. And I said, that's what you paid for. And I said, at the end of the day, you looked at all the physical, but you didn't look at all the other things that they can do. So now you're stuck in a situation. And every time she try to talk about stuff, she sounds very unintelligent. She has a bad attitude. She's always talking about running up credit cards, getting her nails done, getting her hair did. And I said, in this day and age, and somebody gets a divorce, 50-50 moving forward, men and women. I said, because a lot of people, I know people that can't even boil ramen noodles. And that's unfortunate.
Damn.
You know what I mean? And I said, y'all don't offer anything no more. I said, everybody just offers sex. I said, if you want sex, just go ahead and get you a prostitute. That's just my personal opinion on it. What do you think?
I mean, I agree if that's all you bring to the table, but again, this is where when you have these women, and you have a woman that's like, he got to be a 6-figure nigga, he got to have this, and that, right? That's what you're putting up front. You're putting up the fact that he needs to be able to pay your fucking bills. So don't be upset when you get the nigga that could pay your bills, but he's emotionally unavailable. He's emotionally unintelligent. He may beat you. He may not be a good person. But that's not what you asked God for. That ain't what you prayed for. You prayed for a man that was gonna pay your bills. You didn't pray for somebody that was going to feed you emotionally, mentally, sustain you in those ways. Just like men, you want an Instagram baddie.
Mm-hmm.
You met this bitch in the club. She got a BBL and a 30-inch bust down. You met her in the club. She's waiting for the next party, nigga. She's waiting for the next time to go shake her ass. Why are you upset that this bitch can't tell the signs of a stroke? Why are you upset this bitch ain't ask you, did you have something to eat today? Why are you upset that she doesn't give a fuck if you did eat today? You say no. Well, can I get you something? Don't be upset because these are the people you're asking for. And you're assuming that these other qualities are going to automatically come with it. What is the point of having a pretty face and some funky ass pussy? I'll never know. Goddamn. Like it ain't even no point. It ain't even no point.
Have you been to the club lately? What? Have you been to the club lately? Like people really
I'm
don't watch the
45.
ass.
I ain't been to the club since 1975, and I was born in 1980. No, nigga, I ain't been to the club. I been to the club because I'm an old bitch. I ain't going no motherfucking where I gotta pay to sit down. You got me real far. I gotta pay you to sit in a section, bitch. Have me a goddamn chair. I went to the club the peak time where you came in that motherfucker to dance, to have fun, to sweat it the fuck out. You went there to have a good time. Mm-hmm. I'm not gonna pay the amount of money. First of all, I'm at the age where if I pull up and I'm irritated at the parking situation, I'm going the fuck home. or I'm paying for Uber because I'm not dealing with this shit. But the amount of money that motherfuckers want to get in the club, you think I'm gonna pay that price just to sit here and be like this and watch everybody watching everybody else on their fucking phone? Ain't nobody in that bitch today.
It's insane.
I'm not doing it. I need to sit down. I don't even know how people be at these concerts in the motherfucking pits because you got me real fucked up. See, Beyonce, my fat ass, I learned between Renaissance and Cowboy Carter, bitch. I got hip to that shit. Because after Renaissance, bitch, I had to take them boots off and walk. I said, no, bitch, I got flats in my purse this time, ho. Don't catch me. You ain't about to get me fucked up out here. Not today, bitch. But I can't go nowhere that's like that. I need it. Between menopause and no, bitch, it's got to be cool. I got to have a chair involved or something, cause I can't fucking do it. Now, Todd, that video gonna be real interesting. What gags me was, nigga, you didn't make Kandi. Now I know he wasn't saying it as though he did,
right?
But even though I don't know Kandi like that, from a business perspective, from a songwriting perspective, put some respect on that bitch name. Cause my nigga, if anything, she put you on. It was not the other way around, nigga. You was a cameraman, and it's nothing wrong with being that. But this is what like. Okay, we could take Cardi and Offset. He was the biggest star at one point. He was. You got to give it to him. He was. But the moment he saw that she was starting to overshadow him, his niggatry kicked in. Because what was he trying to do every time she got it in her to leave? He put a baby in her. Because he knew that that was the only way for him to sustain his lifestyle was to be with her, not the other way around. And now that it's getting messy. Because you wasn't thinking about it when you was fucking them other bitches. You wasn't thinking about it when you put her through the ring. But when she said, "Oh, nigga, I got you. I'm getting pregnant by another nigga while I'm still married to you." Now all of a sudden he wants support out of spite. When you're doing it out of spite, that's wrong. Now, if you were legitimately there and you helped that person build something, like you literally did the fucking work, and it wasn't no Wendy Williams Kevin shit, because that nigga was just living off her. It wasn't no situation. It's easy to manage, but if you literally there, doing the work, helping get it started, and then somebody just nasty and be like, "Nah, I ain't gonna give you nothing." No, then you gotta be fair about that shit. But to automatically assume that just because you marry somebody and you know you haven't, now if whatever money they made while they was a couple and they made it together, then yes, he's entitled to that.
Yeah.
But you ain't about to get them bills with your things, my nigga. You ain't about to get that no scrubs money, playboy. You not getting that. You don't have no. You don't deserve that. You deserve what you did in the marriage. Yeah. Whatever happens before, whatever happens after, don't have nothing to do with you. Because you would say a woman wouldn't have right to your shit after we divorce. That, like, I never understand that. Like, okay, you get a divorce and then somebody do something and you get the rights to that, or like when it's military shit. They've been through that battle. They've been through all that fucking war and shit. You don't know that. Why the fuck is you collecting? And again, I'm not a military wife, but that's what I'm thinking. Like, you haven't gone through the level of shit that they've gone through to warrant you to get half of a person's pension. That's what they gotta live on for the rest of their fucking life. And you didn't. I don't give a fuck how much you contributed to a nigga. It ain't that fucking much that you gotta get somebody's pension. Not in this goddamn economy. But I think this is what needs to be talked about when you're entering into a relationship. Are you with somebody that is confident enough to know that, hey, you're trying to do something, and when this takes off, are you going to be comfortable with it taking off? Are you going to be comfortable doing your thing and it taking off there? Like, y'all have your own separate identities and your own separate lives, unless you have a partner that is genuinely happy for you and genuinely wants you to succeed, where they're not even worried about, oh, well, I can't wait till she get millions of dollars so I can, and I'm like, you already plotting on the end and you just started the fucking beginning. Like, if you go into the shit plotting on the end, how is that working out?
Right.
You know, it's just like, you should be careful who you enter into these relationships with, because this is a different time now. We're not at the time. I'm grateful that I grew up at the time that when you was dating somebody, you had to actually talk to them. You know what I'm saying? Like, you had to come talk. You had to go outside to meet somebody. It wasn't just online or swipe left or right or whatever, how the fuck you do it, and all this other type. Men don't even know how to talk to women anymore. And women low-key don't even know how to talk to men anymore. Y'all be complaining about
That's
niggas.
so real.
But nobody knows how to talk to each other. Women don't know how to talk to men because y'all leading men and women nowadays are leading the conversation with they list of motherfucking requirements. Yeah. You're leading the conversation. I want you to pay my bills. If you're not a 6-figure nigga, then you can't even talk to me. Well, bitch, what is your annual salary on? Because to me, if you gonna be the type to say, and this ain't even no pick me shit, because I ain't no pick me ass woman, but we gotta do what Deontay said. We gotta do the fucking knowledge. If you know you not even a 6-figure bitch your goddamn self, chances are you're not in the proximity of said 6-figure niggas. So how are you going to meet them? You're not in the vicinity of a 6-figure nigga, because you ain't a 6-figure bitch. So how are we going to meet the 6-figure nigga? Are you cleaning his motherfucking house? How are we getting access?
Yes.
You cannot require what you can't provide. You cannot require from somebody else what you yourself cannot provide. That's my rule. If I can't provide it, I'm not requiring it from you. Because why? If you are a six-figure man and you happen to be one, great. But I can walk in a room with different people because I have that thing about me. I'm not a six-figure woman, but I can be in those circles. I'm talking about the ones where you ain't meeting no six. You can't be working at the fucking leasing office for fucking Vista View apartments, and you think a nigga in a motherfucking Lamborghini is gonna roll the fuck up and pay his rent to you. This is not how this shit is working. Now, if you work in the leasing office of a motherfucking high rise, you might have some access, bitch. But we can't. We gotta. Location.
You gotta fit.
It's got to.
And that's the thing. I think people are setting their expectations too high because I see people that be looking toe back and they're like, oh, they gotta have 6 figures. They gotta have a house in Beverly Hills. They gotta be taking me out. They gotta have Louis Vuitton buying me. And I was like, but you don't have a job. You stay with your mom. You don't know how to dress. Your nails, and some of them are chipped already because you ain't got them done in 2 months. I'm just trying to make it make sense for this person, trying to. But we will definitely come back to this discussion. We're going to be ending this show soon. I want to read some of the comments before we do end the show, and we're going to go to Samuel C. TLC and Tony Braxton all suffered from Pebbles. The RAV4, shaking my head. Of course, Pebbles was robbing. That RAV4 was dirt nasty work. I said, because you're getting $10 million album, 10 million albums sold, and that was going for probably like at that time $12, $15 a pop. There should have been no reason why they shouldn't have a minimum of $2 million each. Right. Each. That's just how I see it. Truth hurts. The trio is perfect. Our gracious host. Hey, thank you. We appreciate it. Truth hurts also says, sounds like Todd is preparing his opening statement for divorce court. HACF, woman couldn't get credit until 1974. Thanks for correcting me. I knew it was in 19 something. I know it was in 2000. So Samuel C, that's why I don't care how she looks. It's about her character. Miss Lady, Nikki is my inner voice. Continue to speak the raw truth. HACF, when people date for a superficial, they always end up empty-handed. I'm sick of seeing it on both sides. I love making my own money and being self-sufficient. Ain't that the truth? Mm-hmm. Light Mocha, I'm with you, Nikki. That's why I partied hard when I was young and got it out of my system. Sheila Shabazz, you guys are going to the wrong clubs. Go to the house music clubs. We do, but they ain't really good in LA, in my personal opinion.
The house music clubs ain't giving like they used to give.
Nah, they not.
They trying to turn that shit into sections too. Like it's weird.
It's very
like,
sectional and everything.
Shit?
I'll tell you, the only time I get good house music is when I go overseas. Like when I went to Ibiza, not recently, Ibiza, when I tell you that they was partying their asses off. And I said, and there was no sectionals or nothing. The club was so dope. It was a club inside of clubs. So if you go to this, if you turn right, this is a whole nother club. But if you turn left, then this club, even though they're connected, is playing whole new music. And when I tell you everybody was just on different wavelengths, I'm telling you, Ibiza, you have to go overseas because in America, to me, it's not popping. Light Mocha, this was at Mr. Phone. Posit, no, but not surprised they steal everything. Travel Jet Setter, love your Whitney Hudson shirt. LOL, Martin Show reference. Whitney Houston, I watched Waiting to Exhale yesterday, by the way. One of my favorite movies. That is a good movie. That's what you put that on when it's like snowing outside or raining, and you got some cocoa, and you just sitting there chilling, and you just
ate cookies.
Yeah, it's just a chill movie. Light Mocha, exactly, Nick. I can't require that of which I am willing to meet myself. Folks are delusional. And HHCF, I see in the physical requirements when people are over 200 pounds themselves, people are delusional for real. So other than that, I want to thank everybody for joining us today. I'm not going to have an outgoing video or anything right now, but I just want to thank you guys for joining us. Nikki, where can they find you at?
You can find me on now primarily YouTube, which is Knickknack23, which is NIKNAK23. The Instagram is still active, permanently shadow banned, but active. That is bitch_happens. The backup is bitch_happens 2.0. And on TikTok, it is just bitch happens, all one word.
All right, and Trey, where can they find you at?
You can find me primarily on Instagram at Trey Rich Life. Even though I'm shadow banned too. The shade of it all.
Yeah, and I read that comment that they shadow banned you on. They said it was something about they felt like your content was not
unoriginal. It was
not unoriginal. I said so. I said I just targeting people's content. That's why I said Meta MAGA is on some bullshit. So everybody, we come to our YouTube. YouTube's where we're going to be doing all of our shorts, all of our lives, all of our everything. And YouTube also gives you a lot of freedom. They have a lot more applications to use. And YouTube's actually been around the longest. So YouTube, you don't see them in those social media wars because YouTube is here to stay. They don't even compete with that stuff. We have our own process. We was here before you guys were even here. So please continue to come to our YouTube and support. Also, please go to our store. We have our Shopify store up, or Printify store up right now. We are selling t-shirts and mugs. Some of the proceeds we will be donating to help out children. One of the initiatives we want to do, especially with, I guess, school lunches being canceled from this dumbass education administration from McMahon, who is married to WWE, who doesn't have an education degree. She has a French degree. It's a long story with that stupid shit right there. So we got people like that shouldn't even be making decisions over kids' lives or kids' lunches, but that's what's happening right now. So we're going to be donating some of the proceeds to that as well. And we have a few other things that'll be popping soon. We also do have a GoFundMe as well. So the links are in our link tree. All you got to do is select the link tree. And I will be adding a link tree to our YouTube. I just thought about it. It's only on our Instagram, so I need to add it to our YouTube. Other than that,